from the devil, got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's what Rap a Lot, no cap a lot.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 91 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Spears. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. to throw. Spears. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. First carry now for Trey Sermon. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man complete. That's Robbins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Spears. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Spears. Johnson's got it complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards left on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Spears. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Sermon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Wilson shoves him away. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run. Here's Sermon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this is Sermon. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Sermon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Spears. And Woods has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10. Spears. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. To throw on 3rd down. Spears over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins. The Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action now. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. Now it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Three yards remain for second down. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Wilson. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Lewis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Spears. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Spears. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wise. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And it's caught. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show.
She's wrecking him.
Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Spears. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Set now to to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll leave that underneath to Sermon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Justin Jefferson, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll head to Washington to check out the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Washingtonians are ready for the playoffs as they run their mark to 13-2 with just 2 games remaining. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Throwing on first down. Spears. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down. Spears. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Now it's a game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hell he damn.
Not be brought out, it's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a run with Sherman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Gets past one man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Spears. Dumps it off to Lewis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Spears got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pass incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6-point score or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on second down. Spears. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He finds his man. Complete. That's Leonard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Injuries will help.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to have
You got this.
Down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Their QB is best in the league.
This is their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Spears caught right side. It's Snead. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Spears. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Spears looking left side.
They need to stay open though.
That's Leonard. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
He keeps rushing, he will fumble.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third.
I don't know, he's strong.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They always do.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our
Wilson LOL.
Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Spears. Snead's got it. And he's going to be
that hurts.
At the 35, gain of 7. To throw on 2nd down.
He gave me 2 good games then went to shit.
It's Wise. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Spears. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Spears. It's complete to Snead. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Spears. Caught by Snead over the middle.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards that time on the completion.
Wilson still has put a spark in our team.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through.
Yeah, he couldn't find it again for me, so he had to go. 6-game loss streak LOL.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
LOL, huge drop.
Find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
You got lucky with the drop.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Might get the TD.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now the extra point.
Wow, Shorty. Go Shorty, it's your birthday, haha.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Spears got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Looking to throw on second down. Spears buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Come on, man.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Spears. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Spears into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short.
You win, LOL.
Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Not yet. WTF.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Delay game.
Be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown.
Lucky.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what
My God, Wilson.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. And his pass incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
You win.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is
Not right.
lined up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15.
Oh yeah.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
Not I do, woo.
Touchdown on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a third straight win as they
Told you.
further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Woo, woo, woo.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the Bucs down by 11. At time, a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Spears. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Into the hands of Snead.
I'm in shock.
On 1st and 10. Spears. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To throw on second down, Spears. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another home